welcome to the Infernal Brotherhood of the scruffy-looking Nerf herders. Today I'm reading Star Wars Dawn of the Jedi for Storm, number 1. Tales of the Jedi, Volume 1. It is an era of legend, an ancient time lost in the annals of history. It is a time before a great republic was founded to unite the galaxy, a time before the first Jedi emerged to serve as the guardians of peace and justice. A time before the philosophies of the Jedi and the Sith were codified. This is a tale of a great and mythic society, established and nurtured by powers unthinkably ancient and mysterious, on a collision course with an empire founded on darkness and death. In this era, alien civilizations with unimaginable powers rule their own dominion. Scientists, philosophers, and warriors strive to maintain peace as they attempt to connect with the mystifying power known as the Force. But outsiders are approaching, ones who could forever change the balance of power and throw open the doors to the galaxy. This is the beginning of the story of the true roots of the Jedi Order, before lightsabers, before hyperspace technology, before galactic conflict. This is the dawn of the Jedi. Our story begins a long, long time ago on planets far, far away. 10,000 years before our time. For a millennium, high in the snowy Andobe Mountains of Ando Prime, the Dai Bendu attended a massive edifice they called the Tho-Yor. The monks knew the Tho-Yor was not of their world. Within its sealed structure, they sensed great mysteries waiting to be revealed. And so the Dai Bendu waited. They contemplated and meditated and listened with their minds and hearts, as well as their senses. One day, the Tho-Yor spoke to them. "Grappa, do you hear?" The Tho-Yor calls us." They heard the call in their hearts, in their minds. Not with words, yet as a voice, heard in stillness when all was in balance. An invitation. There were no questions among the Dai Bendu. This was their moment. This was the moment for which all their training had prepared them. This was the fulfillment of prophecy. The Dai Bendu entered the Tho-Yor following that prophecy and found revelation. 7 other Tho-Yor repeated the pattern throughout the galaxy. On Kashyyyk, Wookiee warriors defending the mystic pyramids heard the call and found peace. On Dathomir, shamans and seers encountered the Tho-Yor in dreams and visions. The Tho-Yor sang to them. They followed the song and found harmony. On Ryloth, Twi'lek philosophers debating the source of the mystical energy they felt surrounding them heard the call of the Tho-Yor and left the safety of their caves to venture into the desert. By instinct, they knew the answers they sought lay beyond their world. They entered the Tho-Yor and found enlightenment. On Manaan, Selkath scholars and scientists paused in their studies as the doors of the great Tho-Yor opened. They entered and found wisdom. The 8 Tho-Yor visited many worlds, gathering other scientists who heard the call. they sped toward the center of the galaxy. Within the deep core, where dark matter causes stars to collide and space can warp in the blink of an eye, the Thoyor navigated the twisted paths between black holes and stars, arriving at their final destination. The planet Tython, where the ships gathered around the ninth and largest of the Thoyor. The planet heralded their arrival with great storms. On this world, the travelers felt the energy that surrounded them, the same mystical, primal energy, the same force that had first called them to the Thoyor. On that day, the travelers became as one in the force. The Thoyor left the central pyramid to take the travelers to their new homes on this strange world. One in the force, these travelers from diverse and distant worlds also became one people. They became Tythons. The purpose of this gathering soon became clear to the Tythons. They were to study the force and to master the abilities it gave them. But truly knowing the force would take more than sitting in deep, silent thought. Their lives became a moving meditation on the force, a manifestation of the force within. Observing the world around them, they saw two moons in the one sky, light Ashla and dark Bogan, and they understood the dual aspects to the force, light and dark. The light defined the dark as the dark did the light. When balance was not maintained, Tython reacted to the imbalance with severe storms and quakes. And so the travelers defined themselves ever seeking a balance. They became the Jedi, a Dai Bendu term meaning mystic center. Only through the harmony of the balance could the Jedi maintain a peaceful world. As the millennium unfolded, the Jedi built a great civilization, establishing temples, cities, seats of learning and healing, each centered around a Thoyor. But not all those born to the Jedi could become Jedi. Those born without the ability to touch the Force were at the mercy of the planet. Even the Jedi could not always protect them. It became clear after the lost city of Aurum was destroyed that Tython was too dangerous for those who could not use the Force. So, in the second millennium, a second migration took place. The Tythons who were not Jedi left Tython, going first to the moons, Ashla and Bogan, and from there outward to populate the other worlds in the system. It was a time of great sorrow and of terrible necessity. Families were sundered, and in many cases, the wounds never healed. Those born with an affinity to the Force were always brought back to Tython. From youngling to apprentice, from journeyer to ranger, and finally to master, a Jedi grew. Passing from one temple to another, seeking knowledge, seeking balance in the Force, their creed a message of peace. There is no ignorance. There is knowledge. There is no fear. There is power. I am the heart of the Force. I am the revealing fire of light. I am the mystery of darkness, in balance with chaos and harmony. Immortal in the Force. From Tython, the children of the Jedi spread out across the Tython system. Traveling toward the sun, they settled on Sunspot and Malterra, Nox, and Arid Krev Kur. Beyond Tython, they settled first on Kalimar, jewel of the Tython system, then Shikakwa, the outlaw world, then on the forest planet Skagora, and on the moons of the giants Obri and Mar, and even the outermost planet, Cold Fury's Gate. The Jedi intervened on the settled worlds as requested, or as the Force directed, but over the centuries they became mysterious, even feared, figures of legend. and sometimes figures of resentment. The children of the Jedi became estranged from their parents. One such was the despot queen of Shikakwa, Queen Hadia, who first united the crime barons of her planet, then pressed the settled worlds to her service. In her pride, she would not be subject to the Jedi or the will of the Force. Her will alone would be supreme. So was born the Despot War. The children of the Jedi returned to Tython to wage war. The despot army was great in number, but the Jedi had the Force as their ally. The despot army was defeated at Calith, the Temple of Knowledge. Queen Hadia was slain, but every victory comes at a cost. Many Jedi warriors fell in that battle. Many more of the despot's army died. Some of the wounds between the Jedi and their children have yet to heal. That was 12 years ago, before you were born. I hate Queen Hadia. Shh, Rezi. Hating is wrong. Yes, Master Ketu. Not necessarily, Harun. Hate is understandable, as is anger. Anger has its uses. It can cleanse like fire. But no one must never only feel hate or only feel anger. That brings one out of balance. Queen Hadia wasn't all evil. Many were genuinely devoted to her. To understand Hadia, I must find where she lives in my heart, how I am like her. Nuh-uh, she's never going to be a part of me. In the light, there is a darkness, and in the darkness, a light. It is the way of us all. Be a prisoner of neither Bogan nor Ashla. Strive to live in balance, as Tython itself teaches us. It is dangerous to do otherwise, and the danger is there, always. Tatooine, a lush world where twin suns warm fair skies, a thriving world where the Kumumga live peacefully in gleaming cities alongside its blue seas. But that was before the ships of the Infinite Empire darkened the skies, before the Rakata came. Primitive these, worthy the journey, yesh, worth it to me? Yes, Predor Tulkar. I sense little worth reaping in them, but I wouldn't. This is why I have you, yes, Zesh? Yes, Predor Tulkar. Which one? This one. Lonai! Monster! That was my son! You didn't need to kill him! We didn't need him at all. We are the victors. We do as we like with you. You have won this day, but the Kumyumga will fight! We will fight until you are driven from Tatooine! Unlikely that. You have done well, Zesh, finding this planet, culling the sensitives. Yes, I think you are the best of the Force Hounds, and you are mine. Zesh's abilities are superior, Predor Tulkar. It is a wonder Predor Skalnas has not yet commandeered him. To take Zesh, Predor Skalnas would have to meet me in battle, Oremun, and Predor Skalnas knows that. Predor Skalnas has sent a message ordering you back to Biss. I am to stay to oversee the culling. Gurk! Gluck! I only conveyed order, Gluck! You think me stupid, Oremun? You think I don't know you're Skalnas' spy? You think I could not sense your lust from my command? You'll feel your pleasure in relaying the order? Stupid that! Know you why Skalnas will not face me? Grah! Prido Tukar, will you obey the command? Of course, as I am your Pridor, Skalnas is mine. Commands must be obeyed. Have the body properly prepared. All this activity has given me an appetite. Deep core, the planet Bis. On this dark world, the Infinite Empire has established a center of power. From this temple fortress, the Rakata explore the mysteries of the forbidding deep core and plumb its riches. The command center, the beating heart of the Rakatan stronghold. Skalnas. Pridor, Skalnas, Tulkar. Pridor, why did you summon me? I took Tatooine. It was my conquest. Now another is sent to reap the slaves? Pridor Tulkar, I do not require you at all. It is your hound, Zesh, that I require, and he only attends at your heel. My hound, Trill, claims she has sensed a force-rich world within the deep core, but she cannot precisely locate it. It is there, my Pridor. The deep core is a maze full of anomalies that skew the senses. The task of finding one world within it is impossible. Is that true, Hound Zesh? Is it impossible? For Trill, yes. Liar! Braggart and liar! I'll take your skull! Get! Whoop! Ah! Hish! Enough! Ending the fight so soon, Pridor? Premature, this. I am thinking we are about to learn who the dominant force hound would be. Neither hound issued a formal challenge. If there is to be a death match between them, protocol will be followed, and all of the Infinite Empire will watch. I look forward to it. You, hound, you did not answer my question. Can this world be found? Be certain you remember the protocols, Pridor Skalnas. If Zesh sensed the world, I claim right of conquest. Protocol will be observed, Tulkar. The right will be yours. Well, hound, can you find this world? Yes, I can find this world. I will take you to it, and you will feast upon its bones. Thank you all for tuning in, both live and in chat, or after the fact. We invite you to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and click the bell to get notified about our next video. Until the Infernal Brotherhood convenes again, may the Force be with you.